we've got a fantastic cast of people who are going to be leading the debate about construction. Just checking up, you're in the construction session now, okay? A slightly more select band than before. Everybody's gone to other rooms, leaving us, the hardcore of the construction industry, to take this debate forward. I don't want to hang around too much, because we've got the Secretary of State, Pickles, here with us, who's going to say a few words. Secretary of State, the previous discussion, part of that debate, which was about infrastructure, did actually concentrate on the role of cities becoming more and more important, and actually having a lot more either authority or ability and wherewithal to take the low-carbon infrastructure agenda forward. So I'm sure the Secretary of State, with your responsibilities for communities and local government, that will come to the fore as well. So could I hand over to you, please?
Well, thank you very much indeed, Terry. When you've been introduced and they say a more select group, that actually means smaller. I think it was for my benefit. Now, you probably don't need any reminding of this, but in 4 short days' time, we'll be handing the Olympic flame over to Brazil. But when that flame leaves, the flame of opportunity, the flame of capability, and the flame of progress will remain in the UK and will continue to burn brightly over this magnificent city of London. Over in the Olympic Park, we have 7 new arenas, 7 venues that will cause wonder, a cause for celebration. Not just because they were completed on time and under budget, because they will also enjoy a new lease of life. Once the games are over, they'll either be back as sporting venues here, or taken down and reassembled in another corner of the globe. But they leave behind an 8th wonder too, the Olympic Park. The Olympic Park was a barren, polluted place that time had forgotten. But now, this once barren wasteland is going to be brought back into bloom. A place where thousands of people are soon going to be calling it home. A place close to Europe's largest shopping centre, near a site of a new tech city, something that will rival Silicon Valley, and it's crisscrossed with new bridges bringing communities together, intersected by railways, linking major business districts to a more local and empowered people. So now the spark that lit the Olympic Park will ignite creativity, spread eastwards, illuminating the Thames Valley, the new development of Southend Airport, the new high-speed manufacturing plant at Dagenham, and from the enterprise zone to, in the fertile heart of the Royal Docks, will revitalise the town centres of Strandees, Canning Town, and Woolwich Central. Now, I don't know about you, but all I need to see is a few girders, a few expanse across the river, the gentle chug of cement mixers to bring the inner poet out in myself. So it just does strike me that this transformation calls in mind a verse from our great poet John Dryden. Now this day he was regarded as a great poet, and more than 300 years after his death remains so. Now he watched London rise like a phoenix from the embers of the Great Fire that laid waste to his precious city. And he wrote, "Already this chimeric flame sees a city of more precious mould, rich as a town which gives the Indies name, with silver paved and all divine with gold. So there are massive opportunities here. A chance to grasp the torch of investment. So in the words of John, well, not John Dryden this time, John Armitt, it's an opportunity to stretch the moment. And for would-be backers, Britain is an investor's dream. It's the easiest place to do business anywhere in Europe. It has the lowest business tax rates available anywhere in any advanced country. It's home to the best universities. It's the birth, if you forgive this chauvinistic phrase, it's the birthplace of the language of business, English. But it's not like the old days when, if we're honest, London was the only game in town. The potential of growth is spreading its wings right across the country. We've got local enterprise partnerships, local businesses working closely with local authorities, competing for the best areas of inward investment. And we've got enterprise zones, which have a relaxed planning rules, offering reduced business rates to encourage new investment. Above all, we've got brilliant British construction companies you can partner with. Now, if the Olympic Park is a monument to something other than great sporting achievement, it's a monument to their fantastic endeavour. There have been more than 1,600 firms up and down the land who have helped the very cream of national construction, engineering, architects and design talent. They've built 98% of the park and brought to us the technical wonder of the Olympic Stadium, using a third of the steel that Beijing used to create their bird's nest. They produced an Olympic village with the largest grouping of sustainable quality homes anywhere else in the country. They've created a remarkable energy centre on the Olympic Park, a renovated Edwardian sweet factory, whose biomass boilers not only will heat every single venue built on the park at a radically reduced cost to the environment, but will, long after the Games, power new buildings and new communities. To get the park and the village built, we trained a workforce of 46,000 people to bring together the Olympic Park and the Olympic Village. 10% of that workforce had previously been unemployed. We gave them the skills they needed to complete the largest construction project in Europe. Soon, the Olympic Park will play host to new universities and new technical institutions, so that our British production line, which will be fed with this inexhaustible tributary of talent far into the future, we're mightily proud of every single one of the construction companies, proud of their talent and of their time into making these fantastic games. They are, in our view, true Olympic heroes. Once the Games are over, we're looking for every opportunity for them to blow their own trumpet, so that there are great days to get involved with Britain at the shop floor, at the ground level. And our would-be investors have still to feast on the possibility of what's to come. Crossrail, uniting the commercial hearts of the west of London with the growing possibilities of the east of the city. And High Speed 2, the most ambitious national rail project this country has ever seen, bringing the rest of the country closer to the capital and closer to our European and international gateways. But it isn't just about what you can do for us. It's about what we can do for you. As a chief executive of one of our large construction companies remarked not so long ago, the Olympics is a fantastic global shop window for British management expertise, design and construction skills. And that expertise can be exported to make other games equally impressive. He's spot on. The one-time owner of this splendid building was the Duke of Sutherland. He was known as the Leviathan of wealth. And today our British construction companies offers a new Leviathan of know-how, of talent, of confidence, undaunted by the most enormous tasks, to shape its life, change and ready to deliver at any time, at any place, anywhere. So we're looking ahead to see where we can pass the flame of our experience. As Terry said, we recognise that growth can only come from our larger cities, that it's not possible to generate growth unless our large cities have tremendous power. And that's why we've devolved a lot of power. That's why you'll be able to do deals with these cities. That's why they'll be able to say yes to you without having to constantly be referring for decisions up to Whitehall. So as the flame is passed to Brazil, and beyond that to Korea and to Qatar, when the curtain comes down on one of the greatest games ever hosted, we won't feel sad. We'll be excited because it's just the beginning for us, just that possibility of seeing London start to move to the east, where we'll see that great expanse of the East End, the airport, of the DP World, great containers, of Crossrail, of the new universities coming in, the new training. This is a real chance to get involved at the ground floor. This is a real possibility. We are going to see London move to the east, and we are going to see a stronger London, a stronger country in that process. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.